guys, this is Jessica here and welcome back to my channel. So today I am just going to be trying out some new makeup products that I have gotten within the past couple of weeks. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel, and if you haven't yet, go ahead and click that subscribe button and don't forget to click the bell right next to it so you get notified of whenever I post new videos. Also, if you want to add me on social media or send me an email, everything is in the description box down below, along with what I am wearing in this video. So I had been using MAC Studio Fix powder foundation. While I like it, the thing with powder foundation is you really need to like buff it into your skin, and that doesn't really work for me with having the redness that I do in my skin. I had some good days with this, but like sometimes I just wouldn't get the coverage that I needed. I would buff it in, I would tap it, I would use a sponge, I would use all of the tips and tricks that I saw. So I decided to go back to an old faithful of mine. So this is the foundation I am going to be wearing today. This is from Covergirl and it is the Trueblend Matte, and mine is in the shade L60. Which is a light nude. That was a really good shade for me. So now I'm just going to do my concealer. This is the Morphe Concealer and this is in shade C1. So I am just going to put it right here in the areas that I need it. So I had been using a primer. I was using this primer right here, which is from Maybelline, and it is the Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. But it was really breaking me out bad, so I kind of am stopped using it to give my skin, you know, some time to get a little bit better. So I have been using this eyebrow pencil. This is from Joah and it is their Brow Down to Me Precision Brow Pencil. While I have been liking it, it's a very thin tip applicator, and I feel like the first couple of days I used this, it was pretty good, but now whenever I go to use it, I feel like it's kind of dried out a bit, and I try to always, like, you know, roll it back down, but sometimes whenever I am trying to do my brows with this, it's just like very hard for me to do that. So I have another one I'm going to use. This is the Eyebrow Pen from Essence, and what it is a semi-permanent eyebrow pen. Now you can just use, you know, makeup wipe removers to remove this, but I thought, let's give it a try. You know, I'm kind of scared, but so this is in the shade medium brown. So I guess I'm gonna start with my good brow, you know. So this is what the tip of the applicator looks like. So we're just going to do some light strokes with it. And it seems like it's a pretty good color match for my brows. Try doing some little brows up at the top. I mean, that looks pretty natural. I actually really like that. Of course, this is my good brow. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just do my eyeshadow real quick. I'm not doing anything crazy or anything like that. I'm basically just putting some color on my eyelids. So I am gonna be using this palette right here. This is the Tarteist Pro To Go. And I am going to be using this one, which is one of my favorite shades. Actually, I think I'm just going to like mix these two shades together. So we're going to mix Drive and Stylin together. And I'm pretty much just putting a color just on my eyelids. Again, I just want to give my eyelids a little bit of color. Nothing too crazy today. And I'm just going in small circular motions, just on my eyelid and up to the crease. Okay, so I have my bottom liner on, so now I'm just gonna smoke out my bottom lash line. This is what I always do. It's my aesthetic and the kind of look that I like to go for, but again, you could just stop right here. But I will show you how I smoke out my bottom lash line. So I'm just gonna take just a small kind of detailer brush. This is from Wet n Wild. So I'm just going to go back in and I'm going to take this plummy color, which is the Stylin color, and I'm just going to put it under my bottom lash line, and you just want to get as close as possible. And you kind of just want to do like a second kind of liner, I guess. Then what I have, this is a Morphe N321 brush. So I'm gonna go in with that kind of tannish kind of, or flesh kind of color, which is called Drive. And we are just gonna buff out that color. And that is how I smoke out my bottom lash line. But again, everyone has their own way of doing it. Okay, so usually at this point, I would kind of like just set my face using just like a pressed powder or something like that. But here is where the new makeup comes into play. So I am going to be trying out this palette right here. This is from Clinique and it is the Sunkissed Perfection palette. It is a limited edition palette. I did get it from Ulta. It was actually on sale. Originally this retails for like $29.50. On Ulta's app it was on sale for $14.50, and I had like a $6 credit on my account, so I got this for $9. So I was pretty excited about it. So here is what the palette looks like. So we'll start over here, and this is a mattifying powder. If you are oily or anything, this is supposed to help control the oil. Then we have our kind of highlight shimmer right here. We have the blush, and then we have our bronzer. So it's just supposed to be a very like summertime, sun-kissed kind of thing we got going on. So the first thing I'm gonna do is try the mattifying. So I just have, you know, my brush. So I'm just going to put it on the areas where I know that I get oily. So the next thing we are going to try is the bronzer. It is called Get Bronzed. Now usually I like a matte bronzer. That's just what I prefer, but I will give this a try. So I have my little mermaid brush right here. So I'm just going to get some of it on, and I'm just going to contour my nose with it. It's a little bit, not really orange. I guess it's just like a warmer tone bronze than what I'm used to. I personally, for me, like a cooler tone bronze, but we'll go with it. It seems to blend out pretty well. So now I just have like an angled fluff brush, and I'm just going to get some of that on, and we're just going to start putting it where I usually would my contour. And it seems that it is also buildable. Okay, I am not mad about that. So the next color we are going to take is the Blush and Brighten. I did watch some reviews on this palette, and they said like that the blush is very pigmented. So we're just going to start out with just a little bit and build it up, and it is very pigmented. So It is really pretty though. So yeah, a little bit goes a long way. Like literally you just need like a dab. So that is a very pretty blush color. I like it. I like it. And then the last thing we are gonna try is the shimmer. Now, I also have another highlight that I got that I do want to try, but I want to see like what the payoff is with this highlight. So okay, that's a very pretty highlight. It's very natural. It's pretty. I like it. So here is the look before I try this other highlight, but it's a very pretty, natural, very sun-kissed, just what the palette says, sun-kissed perfection. It is a beautiful, beautiful palette. It's very hefty. You get a lot of product for the price that I paid for it. So yeah, I can definitely see me, you know, I can just bring this with me on a trip or if I'm traveling, and I kind of have everything that I need for my face in here. So I was definitely impressed. This is my first Clinique makeup that I have gotten, and I definitely am impressed by this, especially with the blush. The blush is so pigmented. You literally just tap your brush in it and you have all the color that you need. But the other highlight that I really am excited about trying is this little nugget right here. This is from Juvia's Place. I love Juvia's Place. I have their foundation, which it's a amazing foundation, but this is the Nubian loose highlighter. I've never had a loose highlighter before, but I wanted to get it and to try it. So it's kind of hard to like buy makeup nowadays because you can't really try the testers or anything like that. So I just kind of really had to look and see, but this is in the shade Cleo. So it comes in a little thing like this. So I'm just gonna kind of shake it about. Here is the shade. We'll start on this side. So oh my god. OMG. What? That highlight though, like, that's insane. Oh my god. Oh my god. I think I found like my new go-to highlight. That is so beautiful, dude. Wow, wow, wow. Let me like do like a little swatch for you guys. I mean, that is so gorgeous. I am so impressed by this highlight. It's amazing. Wow. Definitely invest in this highlight, Juvia's Place. Again, this is in the color Cleo, and I believe this was about $14. Now, I would totally pay this price for a loose highlight compared to like some of the other high-end highlights that I have gotten. But this is just like such a beautiful one, especially for my skin tone and being super fair. It's just, it blows my mind. Okay guys, so that is it for this tutorial, try on new products kind of thing. I really loved every new product that I have gotten. So the Clinique Sunkissed Perfection palette, amazing. It is such a beautiful palette. The Juvia's Place loose highlighter in Cleo, holy grail item. It is amazing. Go out and get you some. It's so beautiful, and they have about 4 different shades. And the one thing I love about this company that it is created especially for African Americans, so their shades start with the deepest and then it goes to the lightest. So like for me and my foundation that I wear with them, it's 700. So I really like that about them, and they do cover shade ranges for everybody. But this highlight though, so gorgeous. And then the Essence Eyebrow Pen, I really like it. It gives my brow a very natural look. The color matches me perfectly, and it's semi-permanent, so we'll see how long it lasts. But everything that I got I really love so far. But yeah, but if you want to try out any of these products, I will have them in the description box down below, along with the shades and everything that I use. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!